Today we're going to learn the basics of Pixton. Pixton is a comic strip creator. In order for you to use Pixton at our school, you're going to need to talk to your teacher about using a different Gmail account. Log in with the Gmail account provided by your teacher into your Chromebook, and then go to pixton.com and click on Login. After you've clicked on Login, you want to log in with Google. And there'll be a variety of projects listed here. In this example, I'm going to be working on a Stone Age comic. So click on Open, and then click on Create Comic. I would suggest just keeping it simple and using the comic strip layout. But I would suggest selecting Advance so that you have as many features as possible to take advantage of when you're creating your comic. After the first panel loads, you're going to want to start by selecting a background. Because we are doing a Stone Age project, we're going to want to limit the backgrounds to appropriate ones. So I would suggest either using the word prehistoric or the search term farm. I'm just going to select a pretty basic background here, and then I'm going to click on Add a Character. In this case, I've already played around and added a character, so it's opening up my characters, but I would suggest going to the preset characters if that happens to you. And you'll get, again, a large selection of characters, but the ones that I would suggest can be found by searching on the word prehistoric or Stone Age. After your search gives you some selections, you can decide which one works for you, and you can bring your character into the scene. Now, there are a lot of things you can do to customize your character. And you do that by clicking on the character first, and you'll notice that the buttons below and on the left have changed. If I want to move my character to a different place on the set, I can click on that Move button. I can change their facial expression, and there's a couple of steps you need to do. When I click on Change Expression, it might be difficult to see your character's expression, so you can zoom in temporarily. Then you come down here and click on the Preset Expressions, and you can hover here and see the variety of expressions that you can select from, and you can click on the arrow here to find more. I'm going to select Scared, so my little character is awfully scared, and then I can zoom back out. Now my scared character, maybe I don't like the pose, maybe it's zoom back a little bit more. So maybe her pose needs to be different. Since she is still selected here, I can click on the preset poses and also change her position without having to play too much with all of the character. Again, I'm going to move her back a little bit. And if you notice, when I clicked on her hand, you actually can move the position of your character, each individual part of the character's body, by clicking and moving it. But like I said, the preset poses might make it easier for you. So maybe I have a really scared farmer here. And there are other things you can play around with, but I won't show you all of them right now, but you can edit her proportions or your character's proportions and the color of their clothing and hair. I'm going to click away so that I come back to the main screen here. And on the main screen, the other thing you're going to be wanting to do is adding some text. You're going to want your characters to be talking to one another so you can tell your story. Now I've clicked once on that text box and you kind of get a speech bubble. And if I click on Edit Text over here, I can type some text. But you may find that you want to add not so much a speech bubble, but maybe some descriptive text on your panel. And you can do that by adding a prop. Oh, wait, sorry, by adding more text. I said that wrong. So here we're going to move this second speech bubble down, move, and as you can see here, you can kind of take this rectangular square and try to enlarge it. And maybe you want it to run all the way across the bottom. Okay. The next thing I'm going to show you how to do is to continue your story by adding a panel. There's a couple ways to do this. If I click on Add a Panel, and you're going to have to name your character. What will happen is it will duplicate my slide exactly. You may or may not have wanted to do that, and you can go ahead and click on your character. Maybe you want a new character in the second slot. If I click back here, here we go. The other thing I want to show you is how to add a prop. So maybe instead of having a character on your scene, you want to have some farm animals. Again, suggestions for search terms are something maybe like farm or even agriculture. So maybe I want to add some corn. Maybe that's something that's appropriate to this scene. I'm going to make it a little smaller. You can place the farm on the hillside, and if you right click on either your character or your props, you get certain options. This is duplicate. So I can duplicate and maybe move it a little bit over, do it again, duplicate, move it over, and I have a little cornfield. Now there's a lot more that you can explore and play with, but I think this is a good start. I hope you enjoy using Pixton for your project. And don't forget, when you're completely done, scroll down and save for later.